Hi everybody, this is Diane. I'm going to spend a little bit of time today working on my grungy journals. I still have a lot of cleanup to do and some more things to list in my shop, but I do want to do a little bit of creative work today. So I have just finished cutting all the pages for all three journals, and I think, well, this is if I just do two signatures. I have two signatures cut. So I think that's what I'll do this time. So the pages are ready, and now I just think I would like to do some little clusters, paper clusters maybe, and because I have these fabric clusters that I just found when I organized my things the other day. So I have these. They might be a little big. This one is okay. And I have these little crochet pieces that I would like to use in clusters. So I don't know. Let's start with some paper clusters. I want to show you, I just bought some dies from Amazon. I showed them to you in a haul. I'm going to grab the dies. A set of 4-corner dies from Globeland on Amazon. It just says 4 pieces metal. They don't have names on them, but I had it linked in my haul video. So it's just 4 little corner dies. So let me show you. I cut them out of craft cardstock. There's that one. I did that one twice. There's that one. I want to grunge them up. I love this one. It's more delicate, but I love the little flowers. And there's a butterfly one. So I'm going to use those in my journals. I just wanted to show them to you. Also thinking about using some of my wax melts or making more. I haven't done them in a while. And I thought of just doing a little scrappy tuck spot like that, because these pages are so small. This little piece like that would be a perfect size tuck spot for this one of these pages. So I might do things like that too. But right now I have some pieces that could be bases and some pieces that could be torn to add to the bases, and then some little accent pieces. So let's let's just start here. I don't want them to be very big. I'll just have my page here for reference for size. This is the smaller. The other two journals have slightly bigger pages. I was supposed to have Teddy today, but his mom, my daughter, hurt her neck. She's done it before, where she has to go to chiropractor, but she has to wait for the inflammation to go down, because they can't do anything until the inflammation goes down. So she went yesterday to the chiropractor, and today she's resting it, and hopefully she'll be ready to go back to work tomorrow. So if she can go back to work tomorrow, I'll have Teddy here tomorrow instead of today. So that can be a tiny little base. I've got some German text here. Little scrap of dyed paper. And a little accent. I have numbers, some other things, tiny little green stamp. And I could add a little piece of cheesecloth or tulle or something. I have this old bandage. Doesn't have to be super neat. It's just a grungy cluster. And I'll just staple it all together. Is it out of staples? Oh my goodness. Maybe this one has. Yep. Got a few in this one. They're copper. I wanted copper staples because they're prettier. I'll start with the accent piece and build the bottom. This is a little bit bigger, so let me look at a page that's a little bit bigger. A tiny little doily. Sorry, I forgot to talk. And I'm still not talking. I'm thinking too much. Oops, that's the one that's out of staples. There's that one. I have this corrugated that has a little white paint on it. There's a dry cleaning ticket. And a little bit of embossed tissue paper. And this is a little tag that I stamped onto some colored paper, some paper that I colored with ink. Three down. I have these address labels that came off some of the magazine covers that I used in my last journals. And I thought they were fun. The address is no good anymore, so I'm not worried about that. Because they were from the 30s and 40s. And this antique ledger. I like this rough edge. These are some stamped numbers. Maybe a little bit of coffee dyed eyelet. This is embossed paper. It would be fun to just sit here and make clusters for an hour or two. I don't have that kind of time today. Grungy doesn't mean no color, right? It's a little piece of mesh, vintage mesh fabric. And I'm going to be putting some vintage mesh fabric in my shop tomorrow. I think that was just the touch it needed. Oh, I gotta put that somewhere else. I have to find the little, oh, here it is, the little spine piece. I don't know if I want to use this whole like that, which I might, or cut a piece off and use it in a cluster. I think I'll leave it whole for now. Now this is an old envelope. I don't want to cut that up, but I think it could make an interesting pocket. I know I'm supposed to be making clusters, but I want to see what I can do with this pocket or this envelope. This is John Biles, and it was, if you have been watching me for years, you may remember the haul I got at the flea market with John Biles and his cigar box full of receipts that were all folded up tiny and put into this wooden cigar box. He made compartments. He made little wooden compartment dividers inside his cigar box. Anyway, I had a lot of his bills and receipts and things, and I would like this to be a memento. I still have some of the John Biles pieces. It's dated 1885. This could be, then I don't have to tear any more off it. This just says Jacob and Helen. Now, I thought his name was Jacob Biles, so John might be his son, but it is dated 1885. But somebody just wrote that later. This handwriting isn't from 1885, so I don't mind cutting that off. But I think I will glue this to something and make a tuck spot out of it. I need to back it onto something though, because it's fragile. I hope you don't mind my diversion today. Okay, so I'm going to glue this, and then I might do some black stitching on it before I actually glue it into the book. But I probably won't do that in this video. Wonder if someone cut a postage stamp. That looks more like a cut than a tear. I'll just leave it as it is for now, but I will sew that. Okay, that was a diversion, so let's, yeah, we can make a few more. This is music paper that has, it's modeling paste through a stencil. hard to tear skinny papers. I guess I better ink some of these. This music paper is pretty fragile. It's starting to tear right there, but it will be glued down to a page. This has some threads still attached because it wasn't completed. So I'm going to leave those threads right there. Now this one's out of staples. Oh, it's got some staples in it. I wonder if one is jammed in there. Well, I guess I don't have any more copper ones for the big stapler. do some more with this. I could even use this piece of the envelope that I took off that says Jacob and Helen. This might end up being too big for these little journals, but if it is, I'll just save it for another journal. I don't think that's a very big opening there. Got time to do at least one more. I have some of these stamped pieces that I thought were kind of cool. Got some straw paper here. one we'll try. I'm not forgetting to talk this time. I just don't have anything to talk about. I apologize if the video is boring. When I took speech class in high school, we had to do a demonstration speech where we were demonstrating how to do something, and we were told to fill in the gaps with talk. I think I've told you this before. I made oatmeal cookies, and I spoke about the things my mother taught me about measuring and all that stuff to fill in the gaps. But I'm not in speech class anymore, and I'm not filling in the gaps. And I made a batch of cookies at home the night before so I could share the cookies with my classmates after my demonstration. And then I took the batter that I mixed up, the cookie dough, I took that home and baked it for my family. So that was fun. I got a good grade on that, and everybody liked the cookies. Okay, I think we have enough. So what we did today was got this corner tuck started anyway with an antique envelope, and I made a bunch of paper clusters. I started out making little ones and they got bigger. This was the first one. I didn't count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I made 9 clusters today. Thank you for coming along with me, and I'll be back to make some more ephemera for these grungy journals. Have a creative day. Bye.